Hello everyone, let us now discuss the application of calculus in everyday life. It is not obvious that we always use calculus in our everyday life, but although the average person isn't having a differential or integral calculus problem daily, we are using the technology and equipments developed by them in our everyday life. Calculus was developed by means a small pebble in a Latin and is named after a rocks used by Romans for counting. Well, calculus measures the rate of change that occurs in almost every phenomena in the universe. There are two branches of calculus, integral and derivative. Derivative component of mathematical function defines the rate of change at the specific point. Integrals for accumulation of discrete points. Calculus in everyday life. Engineering. Real life applications of calculus is incredibly relevant in the field of engineering. Structural engineering. Calculus is used to calculate the heat loss in the building, forces in the complex structure, configuration and structural analysis in the seismic design requirements, such as it is also used in the Eiffel Tower, monuments, etc. Civil engineering. When designing the bridges, civil engineers need to consider the three structural elements, such beams, tension, and compressions. Second is civil engineering. When designing bridges, civil engineers need to calculate the three. The next application is electrical engineering. Integral and differential calculus are crucial for the calculating the voltage and current through a capacitor. Hence, the calculus is used to calculate the power which is necessary and so on. Mechanical engineering. Mechanical is yet another great example. The pump used for filling an overhead tank, gardening tool, cars, etc. are also used on the principle of calculus. Spaceflight engineering. Before launching a rocket or explorer probe, engineers must have use a calculus to figure out the gravitational pull of the sun and moon in order to know how to launch a probe or hit the velocity of it. And next application is in the medicine. Calculus can also be applied in medicine. Application of calculus in medical science include bacterial growth. Bacterial uses differential calculus to compute the exact bacterial growth rate in the culture by varying environmental factors such as temperature and food sources. Epidemiology, who conduct research on infections disease using calculus to discover the spread rate and area where an infection will likely to occur, and in patient diagnosis, which will be helpful in medical tests used for measuring the cardiac output, blood flow. And in the cancer, calculus is used to determine the growth and shrinkage and number of cells of cancer tumor, and so on. In surgical control of red blood cells, the blood in the human body is made of red of cells. While undergoing a surgery, patient body volume has to be maintained by injecting a saline solution that mixes quickly with the blood and dilutes at the time pass. Calculus is used to compute the volume of the red blood cells as the proper amount of saline solution can be given to the patient. Cardiologists use differential calculus to understand the blood flow dynamic needed for building an artificial Artolo model in order to make sure it is placed correctly during the transplant. And it is also used in the pharmacological ecology, and it is used in the neurology. Neurology is a study of human nerve system. Integral calculus is used to compute the voltage of neuron to a certain point. In certain, differential calculus is used to calculate the change of voltage in neuron with respect to time. Another application is business. Modern business also benefit from the application of calculus. Credit card payment is also using a setting payment structures and the minimum due amount by the credit card company by considering variables such as interest rate and fluctuating balance. And in economics, the price elasticity of supply and demand is determined by using calculus. Economics are use variables such as the supply demand curve to find the exact measure of elasticity at a particular point according to the change in the price. The next application is music. You may be surprised to know that the use of calculus is not restricted engineering or medical, but also it is applied in the music. Harmonics. As an oscillations created by demand, damped harmonic is not infinite as a friction or air resistance all dissipate the energy. Calculus is used to anticipate these motion motions to make the proper adjustment and provide the best musical experience to the listener. Acoustics. Air resistance varies at different frequencies and resonance throughout the enclosed space. which can be solved through calculus and make improvement and acoustic and improve the listener's experience. And next application is metrology computing weather patterns. Meteorologists use different calculus equations to predict the effect of varying weather conditions on an atmosphere with respect to temperature, humidity, and pressure changes. These were some of the applications of calculus in everyday life. Thank you for watching.